ihn sehr beeindruckt, dass sie in der wunderbaren St. Nikolai-Kathedrale zu Maria gebetet haben. Das haben sie ernst gemacht. Maria hat gebetet. Gesagt, Heilige Maria, Jungfrau, befreie uns vor Putin. Befreie Russland vor Putin. Und das wollte ich einfach erzählen. So, Sascha, erzähl du, was du uns zu sagen hast.
Guten Abend, my name is Sasha Shaparukin, I'm a producer of the show, and I want to tell you about some story of the show and some facts that I think it's necessary for you to know before the starting of the concert, of the show. First of all, it's not like regular concert, it's a theatrical piece based on the book of Masha Alokhina called Riot Days. It combines the text from her book, abbreviated text from her book, also music and video. So this is our joint production with Masha. Me and Masha produced this in 2016, and I just want to tell you that how we met. I met Masha in prison because I was the artistic director of big Russian festivals, and actually maybe it will sound quite strange, but I think that for many years, maybe for 20 years, Russia was the most free country in the world. Not in terms of electoral democracy, but in terms of artistic freedom for sure. You can do anything in Russia. The predecessor of Pussy Riot, Voyna Group, they made a dig against KGB. What was their punishment in 2010? The punishment was State Award Innovation, $50,000 or something. So when Pussy Riot had been arrested, it was a shock for everybody. We didn't know that finally we will end up where we are now, so it's like really terrible. So that's why I decided to help them. That's why I called every big artists, and I first called my close friends like Peter Gabriel and Patti Smith, so I convinced them to sign letters, to write letters, to do video statements. Then we approached like superstars, and finally Paul McCartney was the fastest. He made like response in 1 hour after I wrote him, and he made like really good text and handwritten letters in one year after they have been imprisoned. So I brought these letters to courts. I brought them to Masha's prison, to Nadia's prison, and when they were released from prison in 2 years, we started to travel together. And in 2015, I told Masha that she's a very good writer and she has very good potential to be on stage in this dramatic kind of multi, let's say, genre kind of spectacle, kind of show. And finally, I invited my friend Yuri Muravitsky, who is now the chief director, artistic director of Taganka Theatre, which is like one of the most popular theaters in Moscow, and we've done this show. So Masha and me are producers. Masha's book is like leading kind of narration of whatever you see. It's her story of Pussy Riot actions, of arrest, of court and prison. So I'll tell you a little bit about, yes, and one more thing. Masha spent almost 3 years in different prisons, almost 3 years. 2 years in 2012, 2013, and almost 1 year this year. So finally we had to do this tour, starting from 12th of May in Berlin, and finally we decided that she would try to break through. She didn't want it, so it's not an escape. She didn't want to escape from Russia. She just wanted to deliver our message, anti-Putin message, anti-dictatorship message, freedom message, and anti-war message. That's why she's here. So she tried 3 times, and finally, in the very end of April, she succeeded to get through Belarus, and it's a miracle, but it happened. So other very important girl here is Diana Burkot. She was the initial member of Pussy Riot in 2012. She was in a church. You remember this punk prayer for which the 3 girls were arrested. She was not arrested, but she was the musical core of Pussy Riot from the very beginning, and today she's the musical core of our show. Then Olga Borisova, she's younger. She joined Pussy Riot, I think in 2015 or 2016. She was a policewoman before, young policewoman, 19 years old, but she was disappointed of being in St. Petersburg police, and finally she decided to quit police and to join Pussy Riot. And she was the main partner of Masha on their actions. They protested against imprisonment of political prisoners all the time, and the geography of their protests very, very broad, from northeast polar Far Eastern Siberia, prison camps there, until to Trump Tower in New York, which was like closed because of their protest there. So, and the last person who joined us recently this year, it's her maybe 4th or 5th show, it's Tasso Pletner. She's a professional actress. She also, decided to leave Russia as a protest against the war. She finished one of the best theater schools in Russia, and so we decided to invite her to be part of our show. And that's it. One very important thing, that we sell our merchandise. We sell a German book called Tage der Aufstand, a German version of Riot Days, and we send half of the money to Children's Hospital in Ukraine, so I hope that Vasa will show you. This is the best hospital. You can scan this, and then you will get all the information in the bank account, and also you can scan this in our merchandise place. If you buy this stuff, our stuff, it goes there. So I can tell you that my evaluation, that altogether, starting from, let's say, maybe it was like $50,000 to this hospital. So that's it. I will run subtitles. Vasily will run videos. Vasily is the author of the video, and Vasily is the author of most famous videos of Pussy Riot. Without Vasily, you would not know about Pussy Riot. Without Vasily and his spouse Tasha, they did it in 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014. So, write this show, danke schön.